Hey guys, Billy from Knight Designs here. Wanted to do another video, this time on the bumper grills. I had a set made up, fixing to ship out, and I thought now would be a good time to do a review and kind of show you what they do and give you an idea of installation and what goes on with that. So this is the left side grill, and this is exactly how it'll look like when you take it out of the box. It'll have a rubber band holding the assembly together, and it'll have a piece of tape holding these two brackets together. This should stay all together until you're ready to install the fiberglass brackets. So what you want to do is take this out of the box, get your bumper, flip it over, lay these inside the bumper, and kind of be sure they're gonna that you can get them lined up the way you want them. Put you some marks down where the grills lay so that you kind of have an idea, and put marks down around the brackets so you know where they go. So I got one here. Let me grab my other one that's already taken apart. So these are the fiberglass brackets that we will use. It's hard to keep me in the frame and the part in the frame. So these are your fiberglass brackets, okay? Nothing special. It's just the point of using fiberglass is if I tried making these out of metal, but what I found is that you can't make fiberglass stick to metal. It's not going to work. The only thing you can really do is use fiberglass. Fiberglass will bond to itself. So we use the fiberglass as a bonding bracket, and then you have an additional bracket on the frame, which is right here, that will bolt up to the fiberglass bracket. So once you get your marks put down from the fiberglass from the fiberglass bracket, go ahead and take these out, set them to the side, and fiberglass this in. Fiberglass it in. You can use kitty hair, whatever you want to use. Definitely something along the lines of a polyester to fiberglass, not a Bondo. I don't think Bondo would hold. When you get those locked in, go ahead and keep your rubber band on the assembly like this, okay? Holding this bracket and these grills all together. And you're going to really need it that way to install it. So this is pretty simple. This will go pretty fast once you start messing with it. What you do once your brackets are in place is lay the grills down on the back side of the fiberglass across the openings for the fog lights, okay? Now the trick is getting something that's about 1/16 of an inch thick and laying it between the grills and the fiberglass. Because if you don't do that, if you mount it directly touching fiberglass, when you try to pivot these grills, which I'll get to in a minute, if you try to pivot these grills, they're probably not going to move very much because you're going to have them bound in there. They're going to be bound and buckled. They won't be able to move. So put you something at least 1/16, maybe even 1/8, that's up to you, between the grills and the fiberglass when you get ready to bond the brackets together. So with that done, let's see if I can get up here close to you and show you what I'm talking about. So let's just say this bracket's mounted in the bumper here. You're going to take this bracket and you're going to put it right up against it, just like this. And with that shim I told you to put in, touching between the fiberglass and between the grills, you will pretty much land on a pretty simple spot, and you'll just take a Sharpie and mark inside this hole and mark inside that hole, and take this piece back out and set it take your aluminum grills and set them back to the side, and drill your fiberglass on both brackets. Like I say, you'll have two. So drill both brackets, bring this back, put it in place. The kit comes with a hardware bag. You got your screws and your bolts, and then bolt that right in place. And then once it's bolted in place, you'll be able to mess with the pivot rod and kind of figure out where you want the grills, how you want them to sit inside the bumper. Now, let me talk about the pivot rod. I didn't really design this so that you could hook a motor to it and make it pop up and down or move like a set of electronic blinds. I guess if you wanted to do that, you could. There's no reason why you can't. I guess a power door lock motor would probably work pretty good for that if you want to mess around with it. And if you do, by all means, email me and let me know how it works out. But The design of this is just so that you can kind of pick where you want the grills to sit, because some people may want them facing straight, some people may want them angled down really far. So everybody has a different taste, and I want to kind of give you some options when I design my stuff. Options are a good thing. So when you get everything installed, just break the bottom nut loose. And then once you get that loose, you can kind of see how they move. Pretty simple. I mean, it's not much to it. And as you piddle with them and get them broke in and worn, they'll move even easier. So I mean, like I say, these are new. They're still kind of tight, but that gives you the idea there. And then get them set where you want them. Just pull your screws up, buckle them down, get them tight. And that's it. I mean, there's not much more to it other than that. Like I said, all this is made from aluminum, and it's pretty dang sturdy. You don't really have nothing to worry about. And it will come raw like this. I thought I was going to powder coat, but I just kind of changed my mind. I think it'll look better if you finish these at the same time you finish the bumper. That way everything's the same color. You're not dealing with two different blacks or a gloss and something that could be dirty or matte or whatever. Everything will look the same. So this is how it will look when it arrives to you if you buy this kit. So thanks for watching. Until I see you on the next video. Take care.